About a decade ago, long before the rise of Create Mod, long before many of the other modern amenities, if you were on Minecraft YouTube looking for some kind of tech expansion, well, there was really one Titan and one Titan only. And that Titan still reigns to this day. Now that so-called Titan that we speak of, it goes by the name of two words. Just about 3 months ago, in one of the greatest moves of all time, none other than the legendary Tinkers Contruct mod made its way over to Minecraft Bedrock Edition in an official capacity, complete with like a bajillion million different types of tools and all of the different ore sets that you could dream of. Well, I mean, the full thing is here. Now, one could totally dig up arguments on why the Minecraft marketplace is maybe no bueno, not too good, but at the same time, thanks to the marketplace, long-term Minecraft mod makers such as the Feed the Beast team, well, they can now actually directly benefit off of their work, and at that, directly benefit in a decently large way. September 3rd, 2024, a giant date, a huge move. Now, it's a funny thing how time moves, because when Tinkers Contruct was initially added to Minecraft Bedrock, I was planning on cutting a video, and then, well, 3 months went away. Tinkers Contruct Lite has officially made it over to Minecraft Bedrock Edition. It's just like the full version of Tinkers Contruct, except, well, a little bit more light. Without more delay, lads, let's dive in. Oh, wow. So Tinkers Contruct, this is actually a mod that I've known about for like a million years. Really, really long time. Definitely totally used to watch playthroughs and pretend I understood what was going on with that stuff. But to have it over on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, even if in this version that we're looking at today isn't the full capacity, I mean, this is kind of trippy. It's like pretty insane. When it comes to Tinkers Contruct, a mod all about making Minecraft a little bit more technical, especially on the tool side of things, we're looking at so many different types of workstations to kick things off. Not only are these workstations brand new, but they're super vanilla feeling too. Now, I don't know about you, but you definitely know about me. I like me a good Minecraft expansion or two, but I really, really like me a good Minecraft expansion that feels vanilla and fits in. So this situation, we're going to talk more about it later, but there's no way I couldn't begin with, they've finally done it, the Mad Lads themselves, green planks are in the game. And look, I'm totally not biased or anything, but this might be one of the most beautiful additions in this entire expansion. Now, upon the sight of green logs, there was one thing and one thing only my green-haired beautiful self could do. Sliding over to the crafting table with the green logs, yes, indeed. So not only do we have that beautiful log itself, but also if we place that log down and strip it, oh, okay, well, the fun kind of ends there. I mean, hey, though, at least there are some green planks. It's beautiful. Alright, now, so for today, we're taking a look at Tinkers Contruct Lite and only a small pinch of it. Tinkers Contruct, the Java version, is a mod that is like 10 years old, maybe even more. And Tinkers Contruct is absolutely massive, even over here on Bedrock. So if you'd like to see more of Tinkers Contruct, let me know by tapping like, or maybe even some of the other amazing Feed the Beast expansions. For example, the Bee update that looks so fire. Creating a brand new world with Tinkers Contruct, it all sort of begins exactly the same to vanilla Minecraft. We know it, we love it, we've been there, we've done that. We find a tree and drop a couple logs. The cool thing about all of this today is it comes at us for that low price of free $99. So if you'd like to start diving into the world of technical Minecraft, you know, just expanding your experience in other new ways, then this is the way to start it. So you've got an option. If you want to, initially, right off the bat, you could go ahead and grind it out just like normal and make those wooden tools that you definitely use for... You definitely use. Or alternatively, we can right off the bat start breaking things, and maybe if we get a little bit lucky, we might be able to find something cool, like an earth slime bean. No. Not yet. Alright, so for your brief intro to Tinkers Contruct from somebody who definitely shouldn't be giving you an intro to Tinkers Contruct, inside of the crafting table with planks and sticks, we can craft something called a blank pattern. This is one of the biggest parts of Tinkers Contruct. Now, if I put that pattern in the table right now, I get nothing. However, if I go ahead and make a crafting table and put that pattern in the... Okay, I get nothing. Instead, the recipe that we want is a pattern in the crafting table with a plank. Now, I don't really have any other wood types around here, but the cool thing about all of this, if you care about those aesthetics and you maybe want something a little bit different, well, you can use the different wood types to get different looking tables. Oh, and if you're a huge fan of this cool aesthetic look for a table, well, great news, because inside of the crafting table, with a crafting table, you can make a crafting station, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe this is just a plain old normal crafting station. It just is.
Definitely not a plain old normal crafting station. Look at how romantic that looks. It's good.
Table attractiveness aside, inside of this table that is called a stencil table, if we slide into it, we'll find actually completely different recipes that we can only make inside of this table. So the whole thing with Tinkers Construct is stencils. These are going to be one of the largest things that we need to figure out and learn how to use. So I suppose first up, we might as well queue ourselves up with plenty of blank patterns. After that, we'll go ahead and pick something here. We got to think about what we want to try and create for our very first creation. Now, we've got different options here, things like cleavers and whatever, but I was thinking maybe we try and make a pickaxe first. For a pickaxe, we're going to need to make a pickaxe pattern, so 3 patterns on the top, just like that, and we get it. And then we're going to need some kind of handle, so a rod pattern. Now, in the meantime, before we go ahead and go too crazy with inventing new tools and things, we would continue or begin our initial survival Minecraft grind. We have the wood tools. It's time to go ahead and start upgrading to stone tools. One short bit of mining later, I have a tiny bit of stone, but instead of making a stone pickaxe, over at the crafting table, we'll actually place a log in the table and then a blank pattern in the table to create what is called a part builder. We'll take this part builder, place it down, and yeah, this is kind of like our order of operations, if you will. The crafting table, the crafting station, the pattern machine, and now our part builder. Inside of the part builder, with our pattern and some materials, we could actually start to build brand new tools. Now, when I place a pattern in here alongside a material, and I hover over this thing, I get a ton of information as to what I'm about to create. We've got durability, which is how long it lasts, just like normal. We've got the harvest here, which is how good of things it can pick up. We've got the mining speed, the attack damage, and then extra traits that we'll talk about later. Alternatively, let's say I tapped the wood one right there, then we will see that our stats right there are completely different. We get a whole new trait, and we get different speeds and durability. Jumping out of line here for just a second, there's a really cool thing with Tinkers Construct as well, where you don't need just your standard materials to make tools. So Tinkers Construct, being a relatively advanced machiney Minecraft mod, well, if we want to, we could actually use bones as a crafting material as well for different benefits. But anyways, pattern material. For the head of our pickaxe, let's go ahead and make it stone. For the arm of our pickaxe, on the other hand, why not go ahead and make it bone? However, just like with the other types, if we put a different material in, our statistics are going to change. Anyways, next up, bone handle. Crafted just like that. Now, if I go ahead and inside of the part builder try and, place these two things, nothing happens. Now, look, I know this is all quite a bit to take in, especially on day one, but basically, it's back over to the normal crafting table for us because we actually need to make one final workstation. That final workstation is going to be something called a Tinker's Station. Basically, at least for the intro of things, to finish up our brand new tool invention grind today, we need to go over to the Tinker's Station, and then we need to have the different parts. But there's one more thing that we're gonna need. So check this out. As I run around in this field and break grass and ferns, just like random plants that I would see all over the place, I'm actually getting a brand new item. This brand new item is called a plant fiber. It's essentially like string, but kind of like a little bit less. Inside of the grid right here, for plant fiber, it condenses down to 2 string. Back over at our pattern table, we need a brand new pattern, the binding pattern. After that, moving down the line over to the part builder. Inside of this thing, we can now make string binding. String binding, that's basically the final ticket that we need for this tool that I was trying to build. Inside of the crafting table, we put the binding right there, and we could just use the recipes over here. We put the binding in the middle, the handle down there, and then the head of it, and just like that, I've made myself a stone pickaxe that is undead, summoner, and stringy. Alright, so this brand new stone pickaxe that we have right here, when we pick it up, like equip it in our hand, we get all of the different statistics. If I mine stone with that, you could see right there, it mined the stone a little bit quicker than a plain old normal stone pickaxe would. And so that's it. Easy as that, we've got it down. The basic concept of Tinker's Construct. You take different parts of different materials, maybe say a diamond blade and a stone handle, smash them together, and see what you get. Pickaxes. Just because we just made one, take a look at this. Every single new pickaxe in the light version of Tinker's Construct. Yeah, which, by the way, the full paid version, it's off the charts. But in the free version, we can basically take the base game's materials, so like wood all the way up through netherite, add in bone material, and make a bunch of new tools. Back over at the tool creation station, check this out. First up, we'll make a couple of different patterns here. We'll make a handle, another stringy bit, and then another head. I'm moving down the line again. Inside of this one, let's go ahead and upgrade those. I could say, maybe this time, go ahead and make a bone handle, and then realize I'm out of bones. No big deal, one more bone and we've got it. Now, inside of this table, one final time, we will do it all again. We can now make ourselves a full bone pickaxe that is undead and stringy because we're using string in this bit right here. And so there we go. We've unlocked the other tier of tools in the game, and I've got to say, it's only bone, so it's not very good. Like, speed-wise, I mean, not really the fastest thing in the world, but wow, aesthetically, that is fire. That looks so good. Now, when you spawn in a world with Tinkers Contruct Light inside of your world, you will spawn with one of the most high-quality guides that I have ever seen. If I immediately crouch and press the use button, the book goes away. Still crouching and pressing use again, this menu will pop up with basically the different chapters of the book. So if I wanted to, I could skip around. But anyways, inside of the book, using the book, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You get tons and tons of info, including all of the stuff that I just went over here. And then slowly, eventually, we start to get into some of the different tier statistics that you'll have, some of the new tools and weapons that you can make, and a little bit more. Oh, and keep in mind still that this thing is massive. And not only do we have the basic startup book, but we also have another book all about slime, another book all about smelting, which is actually pretty advanced in how you make the better swords, and then another book all about smelting in different furnaces, and oh gosh, there's a whole lot to this stuff. Sticking to the basics today though, daggers, a brand new weapon, cleavers, another new weapon, sword, an old weapon. It's been here for a long time. All right, so statistically here, we've got the diamond sword, the Tinker's Construct one, but it's essentially the same as vanilla. Then we've got the cleaver, and you can see right there, the damage is way higher. Last but not least, we have the dagger, which is actually damage-wise the same as the diamond sword. According to our little guide right here, the dagger is going to pack a punch in close combat. So let's check this out. We've got our poor old Minecraft cow. We swing the sword, 2 hits on the cow, and it's gone. If I use the dagger on the cow, 1 hit, 2 hits, and same thing, it's gone. Maybe if I get really close to the cow, though, and swing... Yeah, no, I don't know. But the cleaver, oh, baby. If I swing the cleaver 1 hit and you're gone, and well, a new drop. All right, so I'm still like kind of learning Tinker's Construct. I know that there are different mob heads in the game, including different developer heads, and you can put them on, and it's kind of just like a little collectible, but yeah. Now, these 3 weapons right here, these are like made if you made them like, say, the lame way. Which, by the way, the weapons, they're done a little bit differently. I mean, pretty similar to the tools, but a little bit differently. Inside of the crafting table, we're going to start off with something called seared bricks and then iron ingots. Long story short, the seared bricks is from all of the new smelting stuff. Now, sliding back over to our stencil table, we'll go ahead and make a cleaver pattern right there. And then we're going to need to find a cleaver base pattern and make one of those. Next up, inside of this material table right here, I'll go ahead and put that cleaver pattern to good use and turn it into a proper material. Same thing with a handle. Then, this time around, instead of going over to the Tinker's station, we go over to the anvil and actually smelt, forge, I don't know, piece the stuff together like that. And so that's like the basics of how you make some of the different weapons and tools. There's definitely a whole lot more, but let's move on. So why in the world would you want to make any of these different tools, you ask? Well, it's the new effects. That's it. The different effects. So in vanilla Minecraft, you know how it works. If I had a wheat plant fully grown up and I harvested it, I would always get 1 piece of wheat. Well, if I have a tool that has the cultivation effect, if I harvest that crop, I have the chance to get more crops when I harvest that crop. Now that chance, it's not going to happen every time, but as you can see right there, that's 2 pieces of wheat, bushels, bunches, hunches, I don't know. The cultivation effect has the chance to multiply your crops. The stringy effect, on the other hand, depending on what kind of mob it is that you take out, well, if your tool or weapon has the stringy effect, you have the chance to actually get a little bit of string when you take that thing out. As you can see, it's definitely not going to happen every single time, but I mean, you never know. Next time might be the time. All right. So now I've got the perfect setup here. A bunch of items on the ground. Checking out my inventory here, this tool has the magnetic effect on it, which comes from iron. Let's say I had some stuff on the ground and then I held a magnetic tool in my hand. Well, oh, look at that. As long as you're within like a couple of blocks, those magnetic things will get pulled over to you. And if I had room in my inventory, I would automatically pick them up. My inventory is a little full right now, so I'm not getting them picked up. Instead, they just kind of like bounced around at my feet. But wow, a tool that will just pull things straight over to you. Oh, that's so cool. And it makes iron like way more useful. Imagine this late game in Minecraft. Now there's a reason to actually maybe have an iron tool. Next up, gold. The gold effect is speed, which predictably, if I hold the gold tool, then I give myself a little bit of speed. If I put the gold tool away, give it a second, well, the speed will eventually run out and it'll be gone. But I hold the tool again and the speed is back, baby. Now, all of these different material traits, you'll actually be able to find these inside of the basic guidebook. Another one of my favorite effects is the undead effect. So this poor, I could never do a child. This fully grown, able-bodied adult cow, if I take it out with this tool that has the undead effect, well, I mean, it kind of makes Minecraft a little bit more realistic. After all, how is that cow held together, or was, should I say? Well, it was bones. All in all, these different material traits are super cool. And those traits, well, they come in big time when it comes to, like, setting up your loadout here. Like, do you want to do a diamond handle, maybe a netherite axe head, or do you want to maybe go with some sacrifices here and make a gold axe head, an iron handle, and get a tool that gives you speed, is magnetic, and stringy too. All right, now, today, for our intro to Tinkers Construct, we've talked about a whole lot. There's one final thing, and one final thing only, that I need to show you. But if you want more, tap like. So I had a lot of fun with all the realism craft stuff that we were doing. It was almost like a mini series. I would love to make that happen for Tinkers Construct as well. Anyways, early on, like right at the dawn of this video, when I was breaking a bunch of grass, I got actually significantly lucky. When you break the grass from time to time, you might find this little item called an earth slime bean. Now, this earth slime bean essentially is the ticket to a brand new biome. Because new biomes, custom ones, aren't supported by add-ons quite yet, how it's done here is if I plant this bean on the ground, I get this warning pop-up. You've just disowned an earth slime bean. This will sprout a slime island here. Do you want to proceed? Now, the thing here with this is you're going to want to do this in an open area because it's going to basically override everything that is sitting right here. So if I place that down, I commit to the deed, and I give it a second, maybe back up, just move. Slowly but surely, a slime island pops into the world. Now, it's a little wonky, so maybe do it in like a plains biome out in the open, in the air. But yeah, basically a slime island was popped into the world, which is a huge part of Tinkers Construct. So let's check this out. Flying high up into the air, so nothing's in the way. We'll go ahead and set a block down, swap that block out for grass. It always has to be grass. And then we plant a bean on that block. We tap yes, give it a second, and check this out. The full slime island, how it looks. Earth slime dirt. I mean, it looks so much like endstone. Earth slime grass right there. I mean, it's like, I feel like I was sent to the Aether. But yeah, the whole earth slime island up here, complete with brand new plants, a little bit of slime action, a spawner going on, and some other new blocks as well. Now, there's quite a bit to it, but basically, from all of this business, we can get our hands on eventually a little thing called an earth slime sling. If I aim this at the ground and use it, it's basically going to make me jump. The longer I charge it, the higher it will make me jump. But I have to be careful because there's fall damage. Now, it's kind of a shame there's no, like, charging bar or anything. You're just going to have to, like, estimate this. But, yeah, if I take a look, I am definitely charging it up. And then eventually I let go and, yep, just like that, I am rocketed all the way up into the air. It's so cool. And that's what I'm talking about. The brand new bone tools, the slime launchers, even the new slime island thing. I mean, it all kind of feels like it could be in vanilla. Maybe a little bit more advanced vanilla, but kind of vanilla. Tinkers Construct Lite, a brand new way to technicify and shift your world, and even better, it's 100% free. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, tab like, subscribe for even more. On the end card, I'll drop the add-on playlist for even more expansions to Bedrock. Keep in mind, there's a Minecraft Java mod out as well, and it's 100% free, so if you have Java, check that. Thanks for watching, beautiful. I'll see you tomorrow.